Hello again my friends, so I recently tweeted this. Will Queen's Wrath bounties return for House of Wolves? And I was surprised to learn that many of you guys have never actually experienced the Queen's Wrath bounties, so I thought it would be helpful to run through exactly what they are and how likely it is that they'll return for House of Wolves. Now, the Queen's Wrath was a timed event, much like the Iron Banner, that took place between September 23rd and October 6th of 2014. Now, within this 2-week period, you were able to collect 6 new bounties per day. Bounties from the Queen of the Reef, which involved the elimination of specific targets across the solar system. Successfully completing these bounties increased your reputation with the Queen, allowing you to purchase unique shaders, emblems, class-specific armor, and weapons from the Queen's mysterious emissary, Petrovenge. Now, completing those bounties was an excellent way of earning legendary armor and topping up your supply of Ascendant shards, which were at the time pretty hard to come by. So then let's take a small step back in time and relive the Queen's Wrath. So then, your first port of call was the bounty tracker, where you'd load up on reef bounties and follow the Queen's instructions. Now, reef bounties basically involved killing lots of things, be it guardians within the Crucible or aliens across the solar system. Your role was to make them dead. Now, the Queen appeared to have a perverse headshot fetish, as the majority of her bounties involved shooting things in the head. Once completed, you take your bounties back to the bounty tracker and collect your rewards. Lots of tasty Queen's Wrath reputation. If you gained enough rep, you'd level up your Queen's Wrath rank. And as you can see here, I still have my Queen's Wrath emblem, shader and cloak. If you're partial to purple and gold, these are the items for you. And equipping these also had a hidden bonus. They granted an XP boost when completing and turning in Queen's Wrath bounties, allowing you to rank up faster. In fact, one of the Queen's Wrath bounties involved winning 3 Crucible matches with all these items equipped. And there was more. Every time you completed a reef bounty, you'd be given a Queen's Order. If you completed 5 reef bounties, for example, you'd receive 5 Queen's Orders. And these orders granted you access to special missions in which you were able to earn legendary gear. Now, the best thing about these particular missions is that you were guaranteed a legendary piece of armor every time. There was no random luck involved. So if you completed 6 Queen's Order missions, you'd get 6 pieces of legendary armor. Now, players soon took advantage of being able to amass all this legendary armor. If you dismantled Queen's Wrath armor, you received Ascendant shards, which were pretty damn hard to come by at the time. They were a precious commodity, and this was the easiest way to farm them. Now, if you completed 6 Queen's Order missions a day, you could potentially earn 12 Ascendant shards a day, but Bungie soon put a stop to this farming method, making it so that dismantling Queen's Wrath armor gave you no Ascendant shards at all. We now had a situation in which players were asked to grind time-consuming bounties for very little reward. Once you'd bagged yourself all the Queen's Wrath items from Petrovenge and accumulated all the legendary armor you needed, there was really no incentive to continue grinding these bounties. Queen's Wrath became redundant, which is why Bungie decided to pull it from rotation. Now, they addressed this particular issue in one of their 2014 weekly updates. Here's exactly what they said. Over the last few weeks, the Tower played host to 2 events, Iron Banner and Queen's Wrath, and we learned a lot from both of them. Queen's Wrath will be going back into the oven for a while. So then, it seems as though Bungie pulled Queen's Wrath from Destiny's rotation in order to work on making it relevant again. It's now been 6 months since players were able to take part in the Queen's Wrath event. Has Bungie spent this time tweaking and honing it in order to release it alongside House of Wolves? Well, House of Wolves is an expansion that focuses on the Queen, so it would make sense to bring back Queen's Wrath at the same time. But until Bungie mentions anything official, it's hard to say. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe for daily Destiny content, and thanks for watching, you beautiful bastards. And as always, until next time, Guardians.